You know, so much is made of Michael Flatley. That's all we ever hear around here is Michael Flatley, Michael Flatley. We sometimes overlook the incredible ensemble that backs him up each and every night. Some of them are Irish, some of them are American, some are Irish-American. But they are all amazing. That is one of my favorite parts of the whole show. And once again, if you have not seen this in person, well, you have not really seen the full Lord of the Dance. The phones are starting to pick up. We know you've been watching because the volunteers actually got a sip of soda during that last break, and now it seems that the phones are heating up again. Folks, we only have 39 pair of tickets to see Lord of the Dance left. That's it. After they're gone, they're gone. And those can be yours for a $300 pledge right this very second. And Jeremy, he told me, he said, boy, I hope somebody calls me this time, right? Once again, he will be ready to take your pledge right this second. So give us a call. Right, is that your phone? No, shucks. Once again, only 39 pair of tickets left, and we do have operators on the phones right now, so it's probably less than that. This is the only place you're going to be able to get these quality seats and quality programming on WVIZ. Give us a phone call at those numbers you see, and we're only going to be coming to you one more time after this. So like we said, there's probably less than 39 pair at this point. Bob, I think we can get rid of all of them tonight. How about you?
I have a feeling that we can, Kim. I think that may well happen, and that's why if you want a pair of those tickets, it's so important for you to call now. You may remember we started the night with 190. We're down to 39 left, and these are 39 pair of tickets. They are the top-of-the-line tickets, the $45 tickets, which are the best you can get. They are not front row. I want to underline that a couple of times because we had some front row tickets available earlier. They were gone within the first minute of the first break in Lord of the Dance. So, or actually, it never even made it into Lord of the Dance. They were in the making of Lord of the Dance. So we do have 40 pair left, 39, I'm sorry, 39 pair left, and you get the pair of tickets plus a Lord of the Dance video cassette at the $300 pledge level. If you're to go to the box office, there still are tickets available for Lord of the Dance. However, those seats are good, but they're not as good as we've got right here. These are the top-of-the-line seats, and those are, in fact, all sold out. Now, Lord of the Dance comes to Cleveland again on October 9th and 10th. That's a Thursday and a Friday night. It'll be at the Gund Arena. Curtain time is 8 o'clock each of those nights. You'll have your tickets available. You'll be all excited and ready to go, and get there early, by the way. There are going to be some huge crowds each night for this spectacular performance of dance, of music, of theater, of great fireworks and lighting and smoke and everything you can imagine. The kind of event, and quite honestly, I think that's probably the best way to describe it, the kind of event that just kind of takes you away and gives you some real enjoyment and a real appreciation of the arts as well. That's what WVIZ, of course, is all about, giving you that appreciation, bringing that programming on a regular basis, and that's why you're calling and pledging tonight, is to make that possible. At least we hope that's the answer. Give us a call and let us know. We've got other thank you gifts available as well. Kim will tell you about those a little bit later, but first we're going to go over to Robert, who's playing in Much Ado About Nothing at Cleveland Public Theater in the White Building, playing through Sunday, and he's got some thoughts on why it's so important for you to call and pledge. Robert, take it away.
Great, thanks, Bob. As I'm sure many of you realize, the success of a program on commercial television is judged differently than the success of a program here on WVIZ. On commercial TV, a successful program is the one that has the highest ratings, draws the largest audience, sells the most soap or toys or whatever. Yeah, those are the programs that have proven to be the most valuable to advertisers. On WVIZ, we judge the success of a program not by numbers watching or by products sold, but by the response of our members. When those who've watched find pleasure or enlightenment from a particular broadcast, then we at WVIZ feel we've succeeded. That's the principle behind a successful program on VIZ. We want you to define quality television. If you're not a member, become one today. Become a part of the success that is WVIZ. Let's go back over to, I guess we're going back over to you, Bob. Sorry about that.
Sure, no, that's okay. No problem, Robert. Yeah, in fact, you know, there is a huge success going on here tonight, and it's with Lord of the Dance and with this incredible performance. We want to point out, make it very clear, we try to do this regularly, that we're not asking you to call in and buy tickets or buy video cassettes or audio cassettes or T-shirts or that kind of thing. What we're hoping you will do is call in and pledge your support for WVIZ to make television programming possible. We're a non-commercial television station, and the dollars we raise during these pledge drives each year are what allows WVIZ to produce to select, to purchase programming, and to bring it to you here in Northeastern Ohio. That's how Riverdance got on the air. That's how Lord of the Dance has gotten on the air. That's how the sequel to Riverdance and Lord of the Dance will get on the air when that time comes. So we're asking you to call and make that pledge of support because we're a nonprofit organization. It's tax deductible as allowed by the IRS regulations. And so, for example, if you call and you make that $300 pledge, you take away the pair of tickets, of top-of-the-line tickets for Lord of the Dance. You also take away the video cassette of Lord of the Dance. Add up the total value of those. The tickets are $45 each, so that's $90, and whatever the cassette value is, you subtract that from the $300, and that remainder is in fact tax deductible by you on come next April 15th, all because we are a nonprofit organization. So call and take advantage of that if you'd like. Again, we're somewhere down around 39 and counting down pairs of tickets left. We started at 190, so they've been going like the proverbial hotcakes very quickly tonight, and we may not have any left by the end of the night, so take advantage right now if you can and if you're willing to. The key, of course, is remembering that all of this is about public television. All of this is about fine programming, fine quality programming that you don't find anywhere else on the television dial except public television, and you're making it possible. That's why it's called public television. Let's go back over to Kim amongst the phone operators. Phones, several available there, Kim.
Yes, there are a few available, and it's important that I let you know. I don't have an exact count, but we do know that there are less than 39 pair left, and a lot. There's 28 pair, and folks, as we've been saying over and over, when they're gone, and there's not too much else we can do about that. So you're going to be hearing people saying over and over and over again, time is of the essence. It's kind of the theme of our pledge drive, because it's vital that we raise $700,000 before September 30th, which is the end of WVIZ's fiscal year, and you know that. But time is of the essence for you. If you want to see Michael Flatley and Lord of the Dance come October, again, we have 29 pair, 28 pair, and probably less than that, because I see $300 pledge sheets all over these tables. Run to your phone right now. There are maybe 1 or 2 phones open. It's only going to take a few moments of your time, but both parties are going to benefit from this. You will be attending a magnificent performance, and WVIZ is going to benefit from you giving us a call and becoming one of our newest members. Very quickly, let me go through the thank you gifts one more time. At the $225 level, you get the VHS cassette and the audio cassette of Lord of the Dance. At the $50 level, you get the VHS cassette. At the $120 level, you get the CD. At the $90 level, the audio cassette. At the $60 level, the souvenir T-shirt. And when you put that on a Visa, a MasterCard, a Discover card, or your check debit card, you will also be receiving a $10 gift certificate to the WVIZ Store of Knowledge at South Park Center Mall. And if that weren't enough, you're going to get Avenues Magazine every month for a whole year. So, what a deal. You get all that and a wonderful concert, too. Right, Robert?
That's right, Kim. And as you just heard Kim say, time is of the essence. It's a phrase you'll be hearing a lot during this membership campaign. WVIZ's fiscal year ends on September 30th, and the station has to raise $700,000 from individuals during the final 2 months to meet its budgeted goals. So as you can see, only a few weeks are remaining. Time is of the essence. If you love WVIZ and depend on the programs that the station broadcasts, then you have to take the time right now to become a member. It's support from members that gives WVIZ its single largest source of operating revenue. Your timely call right now will help WVIZ end this year on sound financial footing and begin an outstanding new television season this fall. Don't let the station run out of time. Call one of our operators right now. Back to Bob.
You know, Robert, it will in fact be an outstanding television season this fall. As you mentioned, we've got some terrific programming coming up, and if you're a fan of history and of Ken Burns, for example, Ken Burns, the guy who did the Civil War and baseball, he's got a brand new series coming. Actually, it's a mini-series. It's over a couple of nights, focusing on Lewis and Clark. You remember them from your probably elementary school history, perhaps. Lewis and Clark, and what I'll tell you is, knowing Ken Burns, he's going to make it more fascinating than you can ever imagine. We've got coming up after the first of the year, around February and March, a program that talks about being Irish in America. In fact, the Irish heritage and Irish coming to America back in the 1850s during the potato famine and so forth. A brand new focus on Irish in America. We've got a brand new program, series of programs, I should say. In fact, I think it's like 8 hours of programming coming up next fall. This is now in fall of 1998. That is going to focus on African Americans in America, the slave experience coming to America and beyond, right up until the present day. That's never been done before on television since Roots, and of course Roots was fictional. This is going to be a documentary, nonfiction documentary, and I've seen some clips from it, and it's incredible. We've got the American Revolution coming up a little bit later. We've got great performances later this year. Has got a wonderful program on the making of ragtime. Now, some of you may know what ragtime is. You've heard about it. It's a Broadway show that's been playing in Toronto that moves to Broadway right around the first of the year, first of 1998. It's an incredible Broadway production. I believe it's probably the next big American musical hit, and great performance is going to treat you to the making of ragtime a little bit later. We're now at 16. Okay. Hey, they're going real fast, folks. 16 pair of those tickets left, 15 pair of those tickets left. My suggestion to you would be is if you want any of those tickets, the pair of tickets available at the $300 along with the video cassette, you call before the next break because they may not last beyond that. We've got 15 left and counting. If you called, we thank you very much. We appreciate it. We're going to go back and watch the conclusion, and you don't want to leave now. The conclusion of Lord of the Dance is incredible. We'll be here on the other side. If you haven't called then, that's the time to do it. Enjoy.
If you would prefer, send a check to Membership in care of WVIZ TV. 4300 Brook Park Road, Cleveland, Ohio, 44134.